I think in the main our home form this year's been pretty good. We've had some good results. I think the nervous side of it, I think is really important. I think it's good to be nervous. I think it makes you realise the level of the game. But you want the players to play with confidence, and you want them to do a lot of things naturally in the game. But I think nerves are really important for the players to understand the level we're at. And look, it's a great game. We're hugely excited by it. The thrill of being in Europe last year was great. Qualifying, if you'd said to us at the end of May last year you're going to be in the semi-final of the Europa League with a chance of getting to the final, I think we'd have all said you're joking. So let's be fair, we're in a really good place, and I think we're worthy of it. I think like beating Liverpool at home, like beating Tottenham, like beating Chelsea at home, shows that certainly when we're home patch on our day, we could be a good match for just about any team. Honestly, I did. I honestly thought that if I could get it going, I'd get a team challenging around the top of the league. That's what I planned. I think for most of my career I've sort of been closer to that than the bottom, even though I've had to come back here a couple of times and take over a team near the bottom. I always felt that if I could get a chance to get it done. But on that journey, you need to make sure that your recruitment's good. You sign a few players. We signed a couple of Czech boys on the journey who've been brilliant for us. We took Jared Bowen from the Championship, who's gone on to do great things. Sometimes you need bits of that for all those things to happen. Is it luck? Is it by plan or design? I hope it's a bit of both. Sometimes it doesn't always go right when you're a manager. For the majority of managers, it's very difficult for things to go right. But I always felt that if I could get it going here, I did think that I could get a team challenging. I think now we're challenging. We challenged last year. We're still challenging this year. I think the job to keep it going is the hardest bit. How do you maintain that? How do you go again? And so often you hear the really top players who've been fortunate enough to win trophies or league titles turn around and say, well, we've won that one, it's gone now, we need to think about winning the next one. So rather than dwelling too much on the one they've won. So I've got a wee bit of that. We can't dwell on how well we done last year. We've got to try and do it again, and hopefully we finish well this year, and we'll not be dwelling on that. We'll need to move on and see how we can continue to build and keep growing West Ham.
It's been some journey.
I think so, yeah. I think when the tournament started, people were asking me about, do you think you can, you're one of the favourites in the tournament? And I was saying, no, what a load of rubbish, because all the Champions League teams were to drop in. So we done a really good job in the group. The whole squad done a brilliant job in getting us through the group and winning the group. And then we've had two huge ties, which all the teams are going to have. So we're now in a position where we're saying it's semi-final. I think you would always like the second leg probably at home, but we're at home and we have to deal with that, and then deal with a second leg away from home as well. But I think we're in a good place, and I think we have to try and challenge to get to the final.